don't know how to start these videos without saying hi. Well, that sounded fake. Hey there. I need back support. Pillow. So this past week, I've been facing my fears like a boss.
Like a boss.
Here's a list of the things that I've done this past week or so that I am afraid of. I usually end up in tears when I have to do these certain activities. And it's things that everyone has to go through in their life. Number 1, I got shots.
Like a boss.
Not just any shots, the Gardasil shots, the one that prevents cervical cancer. It's a series of 3 shots. Now that's not really in comparison of the time I had to get rabies shots, which was a series of 5. But I am terrified of needles. I got it shot into my muscle. Into my muscle. Good thing I don't really have any, or else that would have hurt more. It was the first time I had got a shot without my mom in the room, and I didn't cry. I was really nervous. I didn't watch, but I didn't cry. First time ever. Second thing, this kind of has more parts to it, but I got my wisdom teeth out.
Like a boss.
Yeah, and you know what? I got them taken out this morning.
Like a boss.
Face isn't swollen. I've been icing my face all day. In order to take my wisdom teeth out, I had to face more of my fears. I had to swallow pills.
Like a boss.
Stick an IV in my arm.
Like a boss.
So part A, the pills. Ever since I have been in the situation where I had to take pills, I have been not able to do so. I know some of you are like, that is the wimpiest thing I've ever heard, you can't swallow pills. When I was about 7 or 8, and my aunt gave us these lifesavers, they were cream savers. I popped it into my mouth, it just popped into the back of my throat. I wasn't really choking where I needed the Heimlich maneuver, but I was in that state of shock of like, what the hell do I do? So I practically dry swallowed a lifesaver, and I had this pit in my stomach, and that is why I'm terrified of swallowing pills. But you know what? Today, I did it.
Like a boss.
I did it, that's all that matters, and I'm proud of myself. Even if you think I'm a loser, I'm proud of myself. 2B is that I had to get an IV in my arm. I actually did cry. I'm lying down, and they said, okay, we're gonna put the IV in, and so they start putting it in my wrist. So you stuck it in, and that was, whoa, and they couldn't find the vein, and then they took it out, and put a Band-Aid, and then, this one I'm pointing to, then they moved up here. They're like, okay, we're gonna have to find a different vein. Stuck the rubber band on, put it in again. I was like fighting back tears, because the feeling of the needle in my skin, it was just sitting there, and the nurse is like, you're okay, deep breaths, relax. Thinking, I'm like, I don't want to cry, but I just am. I was worried, I'm like, am I gonna fall asleep crying? What's going on? I just took a couple deep breaths, and then the next thing I knew, they were waking me up. Whoa, I didn't have to count or anything. It's just 2C. After I woke up, I wasn't really loopy. Like, I mean, I was loopy, but I was very coherent of my loopiness. Like, I wasn't,
Is this real life?
I was kind of just like, I'm loopy right now. I could kind of walk, I needed some help. And I actually did vlog a little, my mom recorded me. And if I do show you anything, it's very minimal because I realized my teeth were kind of bloody. It's just not a pretty sight. I'm like, oh my, oh, you can see like this because I have a lot of gauze in my mouth. But all in all, I conquered my fears today.
Like a boss.
And I'm proud of myself. Is anyone else afraid of shots? Afraid of swallowing pills? Afraid of surgery? Afraid of things? And you know, one day you just realize, hey, I have to conquer these fears.
Like a boss.
And hopefully I can see you later when I can eat solid food.
Mr. Sandberg, thanks for coming to your performance review.
No problem.
So you're in charge around here, is that fair to say?
Absolutely. I'm the boss.
Okay, so take us through a day in the life of the boss.